There you have it, Somhlolo National Stadium, the big day that the Kingdom of Eswatini has been waiting. The so much anticipated grand closing of the Ingwenyama Cup 2019, the fourth edition of one of the biggest tournaments in the kingdom, in the land, I should say so. Your host this afternoon live here at Somhlolo National Stadium is Fabrice Musonera, where we will bring you this game between Young Buffaloes and Mbabane Highlanders. Young Buffaloes, of course, being in these finals for the second time, while for Mbabane Highlanders, they are first timers of these finals. One of the biggest tournament, of course, knowing that the champions have to walk away with over 1 million in Malangeni. It's been an entertaining day, I should say so. Of course, the day starting with the different finals from the culture aspect, with now building up to the main day of the final between the two teams. One thing I can assure you is that the place is so packed to capacity. We just got information as well that 12,000 tickets that were provided for the day have been sold out. It shows that if you didn't get a chance to come here, you can sit tight on your screen on your #1 channel, Eswatini TV, and watch this beautiful game. I'm not alone, of course. I'm in the company of Linda Dlamini, in-house analyst, as you well know him. Nguvusele Dlamini.
Nguvusele Fabrice, nguvusele nebathanzi bebhola, bathanzi bema-sports lababukele umsakazo Eswatini TV, namuhla labangakhona ukuthi e-stadium.
Ilanga likhulu Dlamini, one of the biggest day of the Kingdom of Eswatini when it comes to football. See, how can you explain the magnitude of this day, Dlamini?
Fabrice, ngibuka eMaswati ngendlela lapho mengayo tinombolo ekhatsi groundini ungafunga uthi holiday Eswatini Ingwenyama Cup indzebe lenkulu kakhulu kunato tonke la eSwatini indzebe lesatiko ukuthi yabusiswa ngilomudze ingwenyama yemaswati lengicabanga ukuthi vele inkomishi lenkulu kakhulu Fabrice.
Wow. One thing I can assure you is that it's going to be quite entertaining, because we're not the only two people here to tell you how the stadium is, how the players are getting ready. We are also in the company of Dlamini, somewhere somehow within the facilities of Somhlolo National Stadium, who is also going to tell us how are the fans feeling, anything that has to do with the ambience of the members of the public. Over to you, Dlamini.
Mbaya kakhulu ke Fabrice Musonera ahle senengene naye ke Linda lapha ke Somhlolo National Stadium lapho khona sinilethela ke bukhoma yona ke ma finals noma ke mancamo ayo ke Ingwenyama Cup. Ligama lami ngiceliwe ngaDlamini, kanti ke umdlalo lesogadile ngalabovu namuhla njengoba ke solo siqalile ekseni sinisakatela the culture sikhathe ke umdlalo losemkhathini ke we Young Buffaloes nayo ke iMbabane Highlanders le ifika kokucala ngqa iHighlanders lapha ke kumancamo ayo ke Ingwenyama Cup. Kwami namuhla lapha njengoba Fabrice naLinda banisela ke analysis, I'll be giving you the flair ekutheni ke ingabe balandzeli balamaqembu lamabili bagcoke kanjani futhi ke bafila kanjani ngawo ke umdlalo namuhla ukuthi bani uva ngazo sibani angawina ini kanjani. Lokunye sikubonile Fabrice selana ke kaSomhlolo National Stadium lapho ngakhona ukuthi ke emaqembu leswabonako lagcoke tembatho akusiwona lawo ke Young Buffaloes kanye nayo ke iMbabane Highlanders kuphela. Kepha ke siyabona lama amaqembu lafa ke ekhathi boManzini Wanderers batile ukuthi awusupporta nawe eManzini Sundowns bagcoke timbatho temaqembu abo batawusupporta noma batawubukela lena ndzebe yayo ke Ingwenyama Cup. Ngisathi insambo ngibuyele lapho ngakini ke Fabrice, mina nawe sitawudibana ngale ngiyocala khona ke tihlelweni tayo ke iMbabane Highlanders. Ngibafune sibeve ukuthi ingabe bathini namuhla iyamnyuka yini malagwane lena ndzebe noma ke itawusala ngalapha ke emasotsheni.
Wow, thank you very much, Dlamini. Of course, that shows how the day has been quite so far entertaining. Somehow, somewhere, it shows that when it comes to sport, Dlamini, the Kingdom of Eswatini, the day has been so far a beautiful one and is yet to be taken to another level.
Fabrice, ngicabanga ukuthi ubonile tihlwelele betilapha ngemuva waqeliwe yakhombisa lokuthi vele eMaswati ibhola ayethanza ahlala ayilambele ifinal lenjengalena ke Fabrice iqhamuka kanye ngeminyaka la utawubona khona ubone iculture ite performer ubone ibhola ubone netingijimi ubone bababeko shift baperforma ubone abantu babenkosi baperform emalunga lahloniphekile nawo siwabonile ukuthi aperformile. Ngicabanga nje ukuthi ilanga lelihle family day ngayibeka nje kanjalo Fabrice ngithi leli family day our enjoy Maswati.
Right. Now, Dlamini, now we can talk about the teams themselves that are going to play this final. The two teams, when you talk about Young Buffaloes and Mbabane Highlanders, let's give them the respect of the fact that they are playing the second final. Young Buffaloes, to start with them, it's a team one would say so far composed and everything. But we look at maybe from the past, when we get to where they are today, we look at what team are we talking about. Team Naubuka nje Dlamini, Naubuka nje team lengagange Mbabane, I mean ingagange Young Buffaloes. Yes, you can look at first edition, they were knocked off in the last 32. The second edition, which was in 2018, they were knocked off in the semi-finals. The third edition, they made it to the finals elimination. And we're talking about the fourth edition, where they're in the finals and they are one of the team being given chances to take it this time around.
Fabrisibuka ngendlela iYoung Buffaloes lekhule ngayo kule tournament lena last 32 semi-final, final, na this year bakuma finals. Badlale 15 wama games Fabrisi kuNgwenyama Cup overall. Ngicabanga ukuthi kusho something lokho. Nawubuka ukuthi 15 games, only 3 games away from three times champions lokhu Mbabane Swallows. Bane experience Fabrisi. Cishe yonke le team lekhona namuhla i-team leyadlala leya-eliminator ku last 32 kule kuqala, ya-eliminator ku semi-final kule sibili, yayidlala i-final kule sithathu. Cishe yonke le squad nawubuka ukuthi i-experience yabo ikhule kanganani solo nabo bakhula nale tournament le. Ngicabanga ukuthi kule between the two nje ngibo i-team lenale experience leningi kakhulu.
I think now they have been growing as the tournament grows as well. So at the first edition, when we talk about when they were knocked in the last 32, now we're talking about the fourth edition where they stand a huge chance of course, winning this tournament. Of course, all right, we can see from our beautiful picture, Dlamini, the arrival of the Prime Minister Ambrose Dlamini, which means the leaders of this country also are supporting the magnitude of the day. Himself, the Prime Minister Ambrose Dlamini, entering the grandstand of Somhlolo National Stadium.
Fabrisi njengoba ngishilo ngathi le tournament le noma le ngomishi lena ku final ifana ne holiday Eswatini, because nawubuka ukuthi kuphuma lo hulumende lo nganga babe Ambrose Dlamini yinto lenkulu kakhulu Fabrisi ebholeni. Awukuboni ke Fabrisi emaveni lamanye ngokancane la utawubona khona bahulumende baphuma lilanga lishisa kangaka betha to supporta imidlalo. Ngicabanga ukuthi kumele sibonge kakhulu kuhulumende wembube emhlaba.
Well, thank you very much for that. Now, coming back to the team itself, Young Buffaloes, Dlamini, we talked about now how they made it in the previous tournament. Now, in this specific tournament, if one would sit and say, Sugela Yalonchwa this year, Lengomish, in terms of road to the finals, let's take a look at the teams they have had to beat to be where they are today, in terms of from the last 32, from the last 16, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals. These are the 4 teams. What can you say for the road to the finals for this team, Young Buffaloes?
Fabrice, nawubuka ngendlela iYoung Buffaloes lefika ngayo kule final lena nakhona bekutebhisi. Nawubuka i7 Dreams, i-team lencane bakhona kushaya 6 goals. Yabuya yadlala neThambuthi i-team leka Premier League lokusho ukuthi le stebhisi bese siyangekwenyuka. Endasi kumayeluka igame yabasokolisa kakhulu ke Fabrice leyo bagcina bafike ama penalties. Yakhetha onke ke iThambuthi ngalelo langa ema penalties. Yabashaya onke iYoung Buffaloes omang 3. Ngicabanga ukuthi siyabuya idlala neRoyal Leopard. Nayidlala neRoyal Leopard ke Fabrice ku 90 minutes beku1-1 yahamba yadlala extra time. Yakhona ukuthi iYoung Buffaloes iwine leyo game leyo nga 3-2. Ngicabanga ukuthi beyikhula nje ngaleti gaba because nakubuka ukuthi iRoyal Leopard first 2 editions beyifika ama finals. Yase ku semi final iYoung Buffaloes seyidlala neMbabane Swallows lokuma defending champions. Yakhona ukuthi badle. Ngicabanga ukuthi indlela lebelikhulu for iYoung Buffaloes kufika kulama finals lawo.
There you have it. If you are just watching on your screens this afternoon, you just heard the noise of the supporters and members of the public. It's the teams that just came out of the team that just came out of the tunnel. As you can see, Young Buffaloes in their yellow outfit warming up, and we've got also Mbabane Highlanders also who also came to warm up. Meaning, the final moment we've been waiting, as we can see from your screens. These are the players. They know what is expected for them, and the supporters of both teams have been waiting for this big occasion.
This is the moment, this is the time for Fabrice lapho khona ema-fans njengoba wevile ukuthi tena ngena lamaqembu lawa lang-2 basukuma abalandzeli bashaya amavuvuzela, basukuma abalandzeli bashaya tinkwela. Ngicabanga ukuthi kukhombisa lelithando labanalo ngalama-teams abo labe basolo le final lena Fabrice yamenyetelwa. Ngicabanga ukuthi emavikini lamathathu lendlulile solo ama-fans ayaphikisana ukuthi bobani laba teyiwina kokuqala because sawukhumbula ukuthi uma ngithula ama-teams lawa kude ngisho nayinye kuyayiwina le nkomishi le so ungacabanga ukuthi ama-fans noma abalandeli lama-teams lama ngithu a-excited kanganani noma ajabule kanganani kubona ama-teams awo namhlanje.
Wow. Now, having talked about where they came from to reach to this stage, having seen them as well, coming in to warm up here at Somhlolo National Stadium for the big day where they have to settle who goes home with the final. We can also take a look to hear from the young Buffaloes head coach himself, to hear what he has to say in the company of his captain, of course, to hear what he has to say about this final. Here is Dominic Unene and Godspeed Sabetse talking to you.
Emdlalweni siyathi ukuthi kungeke kuze kube ngumdlalo lolula. iHighland ayiteam lenkulu, sine siyiteam lencane lesaCatfoot. So sitawusebenza kamatima because nawudlala neteam lenkulu kufanele utimisele, sihlala sitimisela ngaso sonke isikhathi. Siwendile ama preparations sike sawenda before siwendela lamanye ama finals. Siwendile nanyalo sawacover oyi4 lama aspects lenda ibhola iphumelele. Lokusho ukuthi sikhuluma nge-tactics, sikhuluma nge-technique, sikhuluma nange-physics, bese siyangena na psychological. But lesigcile kakhulu si-team singena sigcile kakhulu ku the psychological part. Sisende badlali bethu baconza ukuthi final, but lobo umcoba bane final bungabafaki under pressure, bahambe bayodlala igame yabo. So emalungiselelo ethu siwendile lesiya sikwendeke kaBuffalo siba nayo iplan. Thona siplana sibona ngale mfangwane ekugcina ukuthi sanoka out ema-champions ku-knockout uyongede wagcila kakhulu ukuthi bodlala nabani ungakanani, because anything is possible. Ungadliwa iteam lengaphasi kwakho mhlawumbe kulok table, so loko asikufaki kakhulu etingcondweni, sithi nje i-knockout sendlula kulenye iteam lefana nalamanye ema-team. Ushito captain wami onke ama-team siyawahlonipha, siyawanika sigaba sawo. Ngishito ngathi iHighland iteam lenkulu, sine sisasusa linyawo sisabeka lolunye emva kwalolunye, sisemkhankasweni wokubheka phambili. Kulokwesibili sidlala ifinal yesibili, singeke sisho sithi ukuthi sine kusibeka ethubeni lelihle kudlala ifinal yesibili, because iHighlander ilapha ayikefiki ngoba kukhona lokunjani, but ifike ngokuthi idle ema-teams lapha edu. Lokusho ukuthi nje sine lokumele sigcileke kakhulu kiko ukuthi iplan yethu yendeka kahle, konke kwendeka kahle. So siye sithi nasipreparisha asivali ukuthi kungabi nemaphutha, but siminimize ama-mistakes.
Kubonga nje kakhulu, ikakhulu lokhu sesiphinda na ifinal eNgwenyama solo sina coach nale yokuqala nayisidla imbabane Swallows solo khona, nanyalo solo khona, asipheli mali nayo ngalosondo nje siyosebenza kuthi ngibani abasinikena nayo imbabane Highlanders sebayilethile, sine nje siyosebenza sibadlali njengoba usho lekaya ngiBuffaloes ukuthi ufake empilo ufake bani kuyafana, kuyasetshenzwa.
For statement, of course, coming from the senior player Ngosipiret Sabetse from Young Buffaloes, and head coach Dominic Nene Dlamini expressing how ready they have been preparing. Dlamini, just to jump a bit, beautiful pictures coming from Somhlolo National Stadium. You can take a look at the trophy. Just to remember the viewers, this is a new trophy, by the way. It's not the one that was won by Mbabane Swallows for the 3 times. It's a new one. It's going to get a new champion, and it's being paraded here at Somhlolo National Stadium. What a day it's been so far.
Fabrice, ukhuluma nge-trophy parade. Mhlambe mali uyadvisa sathi ukhumbula ukuthi i-trophy wayithatha kathathu ibese seyihamba luwonke. Ngicabanga ukuthi namuhla i-trophy lenja iMbabane Swallows yayithatha yahamba nayo. Lena yishasha nisawubona boshampeni labasha labangazange sebayiwina lendebe le. Kuhle kakhulu Fabrice, kuhle kakhulu. Libhendi nalo lidlala tingoma emazinyane ayaprioritize inkomishi. Ngicabanga ukuthi wonke umuntu Fabrice uba excited.
Beautiful pictures, of course, coming from Somhlolo National Stadium. One thing I can say is that for the past 3 seasons, one team from the capital city, Mbabane, has been winning this trophy. Now, we're taking a look at now, players to watch, especially key players expected on the day. Starting by Young Buffaloes, himself, the goalkeeper, having made more than anyone appearances, probably in the current squad, one should say. His experience, even both at the national team level and at this club level, how influential is he for his side, for Young Buffaloes? How important is he for Young Buffaloes today?
Fabrice, lokumqoka kakhulu lapha phasi ema-national caps 36 nawubuka lokuthi bakakompyutha nabo-goalkeeper bongomishi abompikeleli bonjabuliso but una-36 wama-caps ku-national team ngicaba ukuthi i-experience yakhe itawudlala inzima lenkulu kakhulu namuhla Nhlanhlagwebo. Siyamathi ukuthi un-goalkeeper a very very good shot stopper. Fabrice nawutawathatha lawo mashot lawo ungaphandle kwe-18 utawubuye nawo iphila ibhola i-handling yakhe i-good kakhulu. Ngicaba ukuthi lo munye atilutse abuke le height yakhe akasiyo lomgce kakhulu but ema-aerial balls dile nawo kakhulu basi lokumqoka kakhulu ke-Fabrice lesingakunaki i-distribution yakhe lephambili if batawubeka ndoda ngicaba ukuthi utawudlala inzima lenkulu kakhulu Nhlanhlagwebo because i-distribution yakhe yinhle kakhulu.
Now, let's maybe take a look at the people that supports him. I'm talking about i-defense yakhe. Nabuka defense-wise. When you look at how they have been dominating in the past season, how they have been playing in the past season, the effort they have, the defense they have got some of the key players. I would say they have been, they have been key players. They have been playing for the past 2 or 3 seasons. When you look at a player of Sihlangu Mkhwanazi's caliber, yes, as a centre back. What can you tell me? What is he bringing for Young Buffaloes in this second finals of the Ingwenyama Cup?
For the fact that Fabrice lo munye ngabuka le national caps na ukhumbula kahle ukuthi i-cap yakhe yokuqala bekudlalwa i-Kosafa bamfaka ku-midfield wadlala as a destroyer. So uyabona ukuthi ugudi kanganani ma-aerial balls, uyabona because bebamfakele ukuthi atokhona lokusupporta le defense ngalama-aerial balls atojumpa ahede lawo mabhola lawo. A very very good defender lokuthi futhi nama-1-on-1 tackles. Ngicabanga ukuthi nangabe iMbabane Highlanders itawukuta la boxini utawukhona ukuthi ayitacklishe awatacklishe kahle uyawathayima kahle lama-tackles akhe. Ngumdlali Fabrice lo mnyanga akhatha ukuthi abe nemakhadi lamaningi but akawathole amakhadi lamaningi because unayo le experience uyathi ukuthi kumele athi commit nini angathi commit nini kuneNhlanhlagwebo la emva wakhe and uyakhona nelokukhoma
Now, he's not the only player in the defense of Young Buffaloes who is a key player to watch this afternoon. He's in the company, of course, of a midfielder when we go to the midfielder level. Now, we've left the defense, Sandile Kametse, the experience, the effort, the key aspect that he's got. We just saw him at the national team level where he scored a goal against Mozambique. Now, he's back for his team. Creativity, vision, pace, that's what he's bringing to this team. And today, nothing from that 3 aspects are missing.
Fabrice, ukhuluma ngaSandile Kametse. For the past 4 or 5 seasons, bekasolo adlala as a winger. A very very good number 10 Fabrice. Now ubuka lokuthi ukuthi nje as number 10 uyawashaya amagoli kule competition lena una 4 goals lamshaya from midfield. Ngitshela kona ukuthi i-threat la ilethako kule final lena noma le experience la ilethako kule final lena inganani. If ukhuluma nge-midfield they compete nama-strikers lena 4 goals lena ma-assist futhi lang-2 kusho kusingena ku-6 goals ucontribute 6 goals kule tournament le. Ngicabanga ukuthi if ukhuluma ngemumvulo oyingoti kakhulu ku-Young Buffaloes ukhuluma ngaSandile Kametse.
Now, talking about key players, to both sides. We're still on Young Buffaloes, of course, as we take a look at some of the key players. Somhlolo Mamba, aka Oda. Now, we know the strength also he's got. We know the long-range shots he's got coming into this specific team. He's now with Young Buffaloes, playing a huge final of this magnitude. There is Somhlolo Mamba to you. What is he bringing to the squad, Ramin?
Somhlolo Oda Mamba, a very pacey winger. Fabrice uyagijima kakhulu Oda. Ngicabanga ukuthi namuhla gemini namuhla sisanza ukuvatha indzaba ukuthi coach udecide ukuthi njengoba sike sasho ukuthi tikhali takho awutikhokhi tonke Fabrice uyo attacker ngathi uqale benchini namuhla uletha ke order uletha into lengakavami ma wingers ethula khaya ukhatha inside yena akhona kwathatha lawo ma shot outside the box ngicaba ukuthi vele if naye atawungena ashintshe igame noma coach asafuna kuletha plan B is a very good player.
On this, of course, on this hot, beautiful weather, Somhlolo National Stadium. Another key player to take a look from Young Buffaloes, their striker, Mr. Ndota Mtsetwa. I mean, to start, I should congratulate you to say you've always mentioned that he's a key player to see today. He is in the lineup and he should start. Nothing to change from that. A lot of people saying that he's been coming in, in terms of substitute and everything. But today, he's amongst the key player Dominic is relying on. When you look at his finishing and time runs.
Fabrice, now ukhuluma ngandoda bebathi ngihamba ndoda well-timed runs. Now ukhuluma ngama well-timed runs Fabrice ukhuluma ngale striker lesitawukwati ukuthi sigijima siya kuphi sivule leso sikhala sihlakade leyo defense ngicaba ukuthi is one of the most experienced strikers lesinawo local. Utawukhumbula Fabrice ukuthi 2009 nakudlala 2010 nakudlala iMbabane Highlanders neManzini Wanderers abesadlala Manzini Wanderers. So ema-finals wajwayele Fabrice last year nakhona abekadlala wangena as a substitute against Mbabane Swallows. Ngicaba ukuthi naye is a very good strikers. Akawashayi kakhulu emagoli ke Fabrice but uyakunika lokho lokudingako kuma strikers utawenda lawo ma runs avulele lama wingers noma avulele labo number 10. Very good player.
Wow, there you have it. That's Young Buffaloes for you. That's what they are bringing to these second finals that they are playing, of course. But for the fourth edition, one should say that once again, if you just join Eswatini TV this afternoon, I should say that we are live at Somhlolo National Stadium and we are bringing this beautiful game between these two teams. Tickets have been sold out. 12,000 tickets have been sold out. If you want to come here, you don't have a chance. Sit tight and watch at Somhlolo National Stadium. The supporters in their numbers are here at Somhlolo National Stadium, and our colleague somehow is talking to them. In terms of the fans, what is their reaction? What do they think about this game itself? Over to you.
Moya khona ke Fabrice Nsambo la khona ngiso ke stand sayo ke iMbabane Highlanders nawo ke ma fans kuva ukuthi ingabe bona njengoba ke lo mdlalo sotokuqala ke lapha Somhlolo National Stadium bevanga sike ngazi ukuthi ke uto uhamba kanjani futhi siyabona ukuthi inteni gcwetho nale imbatho dayo iMbabane Highlanders nawubuka lo mdlalo wanamuhla utawuhamba kanjani
sitawuphumelela nga-2-1
usho kwani naphumelela nga-2-1
ngisho nginelithemba ukuthi bathilungiselele badlali nami sengingatini ngiyeva nje ukuthi ngidawujika ngijabulile
futhi ngabe nawubuka i-line-up yanamuhla abadlali locabanga ukuthi batahamba embili beMbabane Highlanders abatanentela lo msebenzini bathembile ngobaba
ngithembe Thabiso Mkoko wanele embili ngiyamthemba na Joko ngiyamthemba na Phumlane Ngwenya ngiyamthemba na Mthobisi Mgometulo ngithembe na Phumlane Ngwenya navuse emuva Ramos injury nkansi iphelile ndabe ngijabula namlaba lapha eswini banazungu batayevela tini takhona sibonele emaceleni yebo sister
lapho inascope senginaso vele mphathi wami ngizothuna ukuthi nje clean ukhona nhlanhla gwebo ukhona nhlanhla gwebo ngiyamethemba nasilwabelwabe ukhona
tawina namhla Mbabane Highlanders noma kanjani emagoli tawina Highlanders 2-1 ngibona ngendlela ene potential ngayo ngendlela edlale ngayo previous game bekhombisa ukuthi no labafana banehanga ukukhombisa ukuthi bayayifuna le game noma kanjani
futhi ngekubuka kwakho namhla ingabeke lo mdlalo emkhathini weBuffalo
njalo umsidinga ngayo chalo 5-1 ama 5 not
yini nayitselela le Highlanders ngathi 5 not
no nabo basoba sibara kakhulu amaphepheni bakhombisa ngathi nesilula noma kunjalo sicabanga ukuthi si-roar guy mina ngilambutho nembikwa ngisuka inhlangano 7 battalion ngilolo ngokhulumako nginesibinzi njengelisotsha lelifit ngathi nawo ngithemba nalokhipha wami futhi kakhulu
Kulanga namhlanje emasiko sisingwenyama cup so wonke umuntu oleswati kunabonakala wesubuswati ngekube bakhe
njengoba ubona ngathi we-Highlander ingabe yini okumele yena namhlanje iMbabane Highlanders ihambe nayo
kodwa lesikhathile lo nganani make iMbabane Highlanders isigase nje wesithathe itrophy ngayo onke amsengomishi kumlisa sinike lokho ngeke kwethu sihamba
babe into kwenda namhlanje
site sati
ukuthi into wendayo
Ukuthi sitokwendana. And futhi nangangibuta futhi emva kwegame ndakutshela ukuthi ngakutshela ukuthi sithe sathi la.
Uyathi kuthi mine ayino ukuthi yakuphi le nkomishi. Ngoba ke siku TV maybe nyalo I can say it re. Ningabezi senitshela abantu before ngoba tabeze bangibulala. But no, amathole ezinyathi. Amathole ezinyathi azo okay maybe tathatha amathole ezinyathi. Even though ngihlala eMbabane, I think it's going to be a very interesting final. My only professional I don't see Highlanders being that fit. These guys are fit. And this final always goes to the team that is mentally prepared, physically prepared. And I think them being here last year means they are superior in terms of the game preparation.
The supporters of both clubs and members of the public in a jubilant moment here at Somhlolo National Stadium. Beautiful weather indeed, I should say, for a capacity of 12,000 of tickets that have been sold out so far. It is a big day indeed. Now, before we talk to Kaliwe, we're talking about teams where we're looking at how they have gone so far to reach at this level. Another team to look at, it's another team from the capital city, a giant itself. History of Eswatini football. Now, this is how far they have gone when this tournament was launched back in 4 years ago. First edition into the quarterfinals, second edition quarterfinals, third edition quarterfinals. So whatever they have done in the past 3 years, I mean, it's quarterfinals level. This time, it's finals. It should mean something today.
Fabrice ukhuluma Mbabane Highlanders labafika kweqala kuma finals. Asawukhumbula ukuthi kulo 3 editions kule qala. Kuma quarter final lesibili bakhokha iThambuti sayikhumbula le game leyo inhlangano kulela la season ngicabanga ukuthi yakhokhwa yiNew Mbabane Swallows leyahamba bese sayiwina leyo ndzebe leyo iMbabane kalukhuni kufika la nawo buka lo sibadlale only 9 games in my previous editions eNgwenyama Cup lokusho ukuthi bangephasi bona ngeexperience kuya Buffaloes bashiyana nga 5 games ngicabanga nje ukuthi namuhla ukuthi
now, for this specific tournament, I mean, for this specific tournament, to the semi-finals, I'm so much impressed with their defense, how they were able to score more goals. The first game and the last game, but record telling you about the team overall.
Fabrice lomunye ngicabanga ukuthi iMbabane Highlanders ibe nemgaqo lolula kakhulu. Sawukhumbula ukuthi igame eqala beyilaka Somhlolo Mbabane Highlanders versus Sundowns bayiwina kalula leyo. Babuya badlala neVovovo emhlume. Igame leyo yaphindwa leyo yabuya yaphindwa la kaSomhlolo. Yayiwina ke iMbabane Highlanders nga 2-1. Babuya badlala neMathapa United bangaphonsidi. Balishaya lelo goal lelilodwa. But semi final badlala against Malanti Chiefs. Bakora 2 quick goals. Ngidlala kahle ngicabanga ukuthi ngakuthi baphinze benyusa amasokisi
lilanga likhulu masuku lamahle singasho ukuthi ibhola yaseSwatini it's the Ingwenyama Cup Final. Mbabane Highlanders, we're looking at now key players to watch. Now, we also look at different issues to take a look at. But now we take a short break. When we come back, we look at more that has to do with Ingwenyama Cup 2019.
Labatino Ngambule, Peter Amini, Ganyena Sitendab.